What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome back to Feathered Libra Tarot, where it's Libra here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart. If you're a cross watcher, come on in, say hello, like it, share, subscribe it. I hope you're all doing well. Let's do a love reading. I'm channeling the Doors. I'm getting, what is that song? Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Yeah, that's the Doors. I believe that's the Doors. So I'm channeling the Doors. If it makes sense for you, maybe you're listening to the Doors. Maybe you're a Doors fan. Maybe your name is Jim Morrison. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the Doors. Break on through to the other side. What is that vibe? Let's see what comes through from a Libras. Hey Libras, hey everybody in shadows. Let's see. Let's drop it to the reading screen and do a reading. All right. Let's see. Break on through to the other side. What is this message from a Libras? Well, look at that. 6 of Wands. That's a break on through to the other side. That's a breakthrough right there. That's victory and success moving forward. You may be a success. People are all around you looking at you like you're on fire. What you got going on, Libra? Victory and success and something. What is this? Okay. Man, forward movement. 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This could be love. This could be money. What is this? A job? Job success? Financial success? You know, the funny thing, this is like incoming. This is incoming. So you just hang on tight. If it ain't happened yet, something's about to go down. This looks like within days. 6 to 8 days, possibly. When you know your worth, when you know you're worthy of something, when you're desiring something and you're worthy of it, things just flow in for you. These are going to be fast forward. It's going to be fast forward. So this is, you're going to be getting some sort of recognition, rewards, some sort of success. And it could be in business or relationship. Let's look into it a little bit deeper. From a Libra's, break on through to the other side. Indeed, things working out. So this is going to be communication. So maybe you've been sitting around, what's up, Roseanne? I hope I said that right. Roseanne or Roseanne? Hey, Roseanne? Maybe I didn't even, Rosa? I don't know. Hi, how are you doing? Could be dealing with Leo, earth sign, air sign, or have it in your chart. Now, I feel like you may have been sitting in a place where you weren't necessarily depressed or feeling the loss of anything or anyone, but maybe over the last, 2-3 months, maybe a little longer, just not really feeling high vibrational. Maybe not feeling very happy or joyful. Well, hang on tight, because this is coming in. This is on its way in. I mean, maybe it's already happened for you, but for most of you, I feel like this is coming in. I said 6 to 8 days. Now I'm getting a week. So between 6 and 8 days, something is coming through. Information coming through for you. It's going to be smooth too. It's a smooth offer or smooth change. Well, when I think of the Doors, since I was channeling the Doors, break on through to the other side, I don't necessarily think of smooth, because Jim Morrison was, well, I don't know him personally, didn't know him personally, but I think he had a lot of chaos going on in his life. Maybe you had a lot of chaos going on and you just weren't feeling the best. or really having a lot of fun in life. Does that make sense? You're strong. You got what it takes. Just keep holding on. Keep doing what you're doing. I said keep holding on. Okay. This could be, I mean, I'm really getting that you've been holding on. Just getting through, been holding on. Not doing bad, but not really happy. Not really, maybe not going out a lot. Maybe not being very social. Staying at home. Being a homebody. Nothing wrong with that. And I got Pisces, and I've also got Capricorn with the Dark Lord here. You know, a lot of places it's winter time, so we've been inside a lot, you know, that kind of stuff. But with this, I feel like it's just within self. You've been keeping to yourself, not really going out and doing a lot of stuff, but you know, holding back, not necessarily exchanging cups with anyone, not really spending time with friends or family. But it looks like there could potentially be a relationship here. 4 of Wands. Now, this could also be stability, buying a new home, buying property, building a home, being in a new relationship. You talk about break on through to the other side, which is what I was hearing when I first came into the live. What's up, Nikki? How you doing, baby? And I think there's some fears here. Even though you're a very strong, independent individual, probably very talented, probably very attractive. Confidence is very attractive, regardless of how you think you look, whatever, I don't care. Very strong, very independent, very well balanced, very well rounded, intelligent. You get things done, very wise. You handle things, you maintain stuff. What's up, Tamia? I love that name. And so what happens when someone approaches you? Maybe you say, I don't want to go out. Maybe somebody is calling you up saying, hey, let's go out on a date. Let's go somewhere. Let's do something. And you're like, nah. That could be coming from a place of fear. Maybe just fears of being outside, of being around people you don't know, of, you know, maybe somebody has a fear of dancing, afraid to dance. Somebody asks you to dance. Somebody here, it's going to happen, or it's already happened. Somebody asks you to dance and you turn them down. No, thanks. Have some fun. Why aren't you having fun? What's going on? Libras, what's going on? Well, this, for some of you, this may happen fast, and that might be why you automatically throw up the stop sign. Like, dude, stop. No thanks. Because it happens quickly. Like maybe you're not in the mood to go out. Maybe you're not dressed to go out. Maybe your laundry ain't done, or you're not feeling like, you know, sometimes we don't feel like going out. Sometimes we just want to be at home alone. We just want to veg with our diet soda and our pizza. Hey, been there, done that. But this is a possibility. There's the possibility. Oh my Lord. Libra's like, no. Okay, so you have somebody interested in you. That's all I got to say. Now, for some of you, this could be a couple different things coming in. Okay, let's be honest. The 8 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, you got victory and success coming in. This could be a new job offer, a new job opportunity as one of these opportunities coming in. The 8 of Wands, that means things coming towards you, things coming at you. One of these, you may even have more than one offer on the table here very soon. for love or for romance. And you may just not be interested at all. Like, hey, you're not ready to take that leap of faith. So you're coming across as very sharp, very cold, very distant, not interested. And it's possible that those fears are getting at you. What is it that you're not wanting to take out? Why are you not wanting to go out and have fun? Why are you not wanting to engage in romance and funnery? I mean, you have somebody wanting to offer you some sort of stability here. And it looks like fears are playing a role here in this. Like, I'm just afraid. Afraid of what? Being a third party? Afraid of getting cheated on or being juked out of a good relationship. There's some fears that are stopping you from moving forward. But that's cool. We all do it. We get through it. We're human. It happens. So I'm going to take a little trip and leave this little jovial joker over here because you're very hesitant and very cautious. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Tell me about this Page of Cups on its way in. This love offer. This romantic love offer. The sweet gesture. Somebody wanting to take you out. You're not interested. This is somebody that you may have children with already. You may have history with this person. This could be a comeback around. Somebody that you have fond memories of or you've spent time with already. They are coming. They're going to call. They are going to call. If you haven't heard from this person, there's a comeback around with the Six of Cups and the Magician. This person's going to show up. They're going to call. And you may not be interested in that call. You may not want to hear from this person. That's up to you. You do what you do. Yeah, Seven of Swords reversed. So this person may have ghosted you. I was kind of getting that feeling. I got Virgo and I've got Aquarius energy coming through. A little bit of Aries. What is that I'm feeling? I was getting a vibe of this person may have a history of or on and off, or you don't hear from them for a while and then they show back up, that kind of thing. I don't know if you've dated them before or not. That's up to you. But I don't think you're interested in this person. You may not, when they come back, you may turn them down, to be honest with you, because this person may be bringing you an apology, or they may just be calling you to say, hey, how have you been? Checking in on you. It's like a checkup or a check-in. But this person may have ghosted you. They may have lied to you. You may have a history with this person where this person lies, or they've been deceptive in some way before. Now, it does show me that they're coming back to be gentle, tender, sweet. What else am I getting? They may be wanting to tell you something, they want to tell you something, let something off their chest, tell you the truth about something, speak their mind, speak their truth, that kind of thing. If you're interested, you're interested. If you're not, you do what you do with that. I'm just letting you know that's who's coming back. Why do they do that? Don't know. Five of Coins. So this person has this person may have ghosted you or left you out in the cold, but they've been feeling the distance since this disconnect with you. So you may have gone through a separation. You may have maybe separated by distance. I'm feeling a couple different things here. I'm kind of all over the place in my mind. I'm not looking at the camera because I'm seeing pictures and images and all kinds of things. I'm getting horses, rodeos. I'm getting cowboy hats. I'm getting the Wild West. I'm getting some vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all kinds of stuff, but that it may or may not make sense for you. But you may feel like this person's a loose cannon, a renegade. They do what they want to do when they want to do it, and they don't really care who they hurt or anything like that. That might be important for somebody. Anyway, that person's come back. You also have another person here. Who is this person? The King of Wands. Hello. Somebody very attractive. Are you kidding me? You just won the lottery of people returning. What? Now, this King of Wands, you have a history with this person. Most of you do have a history. You know this person. You have a history with this person. They are coming back. The third party is gone. So this person may have broken up with somebody, gone through a divorce or separation themselves. But this person is telling me they want to take you off the market. They want to be in a relationship with you. Okay. No wonder. Like when everything starts coming, when the floodgates open, everybody and everything starts headed your way. I'm gonna jump back over here and see what this is, because this could be job, it could be money, career stuff. But these over here, these are two people you already know. Possibly three people. There's too many people up in here. But it's the weirdest thing when the universe, when you're ready and you release resistance and stuff starts flowing in for you, it comes from all kinds of places. Now you get to choose what you want, what you do not want to deal with, associate with, talk to, that sort of thing. That's your decision. But I have a person here, a King of Wands, that actually is very honest. They're very truthful. They're very legit. Like, this is a boss. Could be your boss. A boss figure, somebody that's very well put together, and they want to date you. They want to take you off the market. Look at that, the Emperor. I told you, boss. This person knows what they want, and they want the Libra. They're already planning. They've got a plan for the Libra. I don't know how you know this person. You may have turned this person down in the past. They may have turned you down in the past. Somebody may have rejected somebody, but you do know who this person is. They're kind of telling me that they didn't make a great choice. They didn't make the wisest decision. So this person may have turned you down in the past. Or, whatever. Maybe they didn't always make the best decisions, but they're coming in and they're choosing Libra. Let's hop back over here, because Libra's like, I ain't making no damn moves. I am being very cautious here. I'm not budging right now. Okay. Maybe you're just focusing on your own financial success right now, taking care of self, health and well-being, health and wellness, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a choice or a decision that you're going to have to make. Okay. When you finally know your worth, things start moving and shifting for you. When you realize that you're an amazing individual, you know your worth, you know what you're worthy of, that you're ready for a supportive partner, that, you're doing great, you're looking great, you're feeling great. The energy starts flowing and the universe starts bringing things and people towards you. Okay. So you have come from that place I told you. I have a feeling that you weren't necessarily in a lackful state. You weren't sad or depressed or necessarily lonely or lonesome. Not that you didn't have moments or, whatever, but nothing really heavy. Just not really having a lot of fun in life. Not really going out. Not, maybe you decided that you didn't want to date. Maybe you decided that you didn't really want to, maybe just been to yourself a lot and keeping yourself to yourself. Working on self, working on your image, working on your body, working on your business, working on your finances, working on, being a success in your own life and feeling successful. And that's when you get all the attention. You're getting a lot of attention. Like, you are going to be, if you haven't started getting this attention. It's coming. And a lot of it's people from the past or people you already know. So you open that door and you say, universe, what's next? I'm no longer sad and depressed, lonesome, lonely, and lost, and I'm ready for some adventure. Universe says, okay, you ready? I got it for you. So you got some decisions to make here. And it looks like you've been making some decisions for your future. I don't know if you're planning on a career move, making some changes at work, in your job or your career, or things are good. I'm telling you what, if you're making some business moves, some changes in your career, shifting your career, that's going to be very lucrative for you. It's going to look good on you. Okay. I mean, you ain't going to jingle when you walk. You're going to have that fat stack in your paper clip. You know what I'm saying? You can be counting change anymore. Not unless you want to. That fat stack in your front pocket or back pocket or purse, whatever. I don't know why I'm talking like that. You get what you get. Don't throw a fit. What's up, Mr. Rocky? How you doing, man? Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Justice and the Ace of Swords. Some of you, this could be signing some documents, changing career, going to school, becoming a scholar, signing documents. But this is crystal clear. You're making this decision. You're making these changes, making these decisions, and you're moving forward. And this is career moves, career changes, opportunities coming towards you. Putting out your resume, getting the attention, putting yourself out there in the limelight, getting seen, getting heard, that kind of sort of thing. And this is you choosing to do this, making these moves and taking care of yourself. But it's like, I know I'm worth more. Well, I'm going to get more. And knowing that I'm going to get more opens the gate to more. So you don't have to deal with any of this stuff coming in or coming back. You can keep doing what you're doing. It looks great. Being seen, being heard, being a star. People are seeing you rise and shine, baby. You have gone through some sort of transformation. It's like, look at that. Death, rebirth, the Tower. Oh, man. Something went down a while ago. And there hadn't been much growth since something went down. Yeah, I'm getting the weirdest. You may have thought I'm getting the weirdest thing from this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it may make sense for you. It's actually came through my earlier reading today. If you have Leo in your chart, you may want to check it out. But this came through for someone. But if you thought that, shit always, not everything things just don't work out for you, because they haven't in the past. About rock the boat here. I'll knock my monitors down, but you may have thought that have gone through a breakup, been evicted, gone through a divorce, all sorts of stuff. You may have felt trapped, or like life couldn't get any better, or life, like you've been stuck in a rut, or it's not that you were doing bad, is you may have thought that that's the best it'll get. This is it. This is the best it'll get. No. You are aligning with your truth, your purpose, and your direction. And I don't know, and I believe it's career and getting clear on what you want financially and for yourself in your life, and realizing you're worth so much more than you've been getting, or that there's so much more out there than you've been allowing yourself to receive or to engage in. And when you're like, I'm ready for an adventure, I'm ready for something, there's got to be something more out there. It's like you have that realization, that aha moment. You have that conversation with the universe or within yourself, whatever, and you may have been stuck in a place feeling, and I'm going to say this for my women, but I know there are men watching me too, but I'm going to say that you may have been stuck in a place feeling like there's no hope. I'm cursed. There's nothing better. This is the best that there is. You may not have really been able to see very far into the future. You know what I mean? Not really focusing on dreams and hopes and things like that. But for some reason, you're getting a renewed sense of spirit. I don't know how. I think it's an aha moment. This could be coming up. And it's going to actually finalize. I mean, you could have had a death in the family. You could have lost a loved one. And that takes time. And it takes, for each one of us, it takes time. An ending happened in a relationship in some way, shape, or form. And that may have rocked the boat. And you may have just gotten stuck in that tunnel vision. Same thing every day. Just got to get by, got to get through, got to do. And we're human, we don't always dust ourselves off and get right back up right away. It takes time. Some of us, it could take days. Some of us take weeks. Some of it takes months or years. Some of us takes a lot longer than others. But recovery is recovery. And this looks like a recovery of self and realizing that you deserve so much more, or are worth or worthy of so much more than what you've been gaining, getting, or been doing with your life. And it's that it's an aha moment within self that says, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going after it. It's getting pumped and getting excited. Oh, and getting out there and seeing and exploring and looking at the options that are coming your way. Because you got options coming in. You got communication. You've got options. You got opportunities. Some of you, this is travel. Some of you, this is job offers. There's opportunities. And you get to choose. You get to decide on what you want to do. Do you even want to involve another person? Or do you want to keep doing this and get yourself to the best place that you can be and then see what happens? I mean, because you're very cautious when it comes to these people here. And it could be those fears, those underlying fears and worries about, will a relationship deepen? Will someone love me? Can this be fixed, or can this person be my person? That kind of thing. Or will the same disasters happen that have happened in the past? Yeah, we get there. Some of you may just not want to screw up a good thing that you've got going on for yourself. And that's not all of you. That's going to be some of you. Oh boy, I really wanted to dig in on this, and I'm excited that I did, because, you know, I got to be honest, when you start getting seen and you start getting recognition, and that money starts flowing in where you didn't have the money, or you start getting opportunities, you know, people start calling you and start wanting to be your best friend, start wanting to, you know, apologize for shit they did in the past, you know, all this stuff starts happening. It could be a little chaotic, because here you are, have been in the dark, or not really enjoying much, and then all this stuff starts happening, and you're like, whoa, hold on. It might be a little overwhelming at first, but you look like you can handle damn near anything that comes your way. I mean, you got the Strength card, you got the Queen of Pentacles here. You got the Justice card out here, the Ace of Swords. You'll know a good thing. You'll know how to make the best decision for yourself. No problem. It's just getting out of this. Especially if you're one of those people that are thinking that the worst is going to happen, you know, doom and gloom. We get there. But if you can get yourself out of that, and I can't even say if you can get yourself out of that. I shouldn't say that. When you decide to do that, that's your choice. Because you may not have had a lot of stable relationships in your life. You may not have had a stable home life. You may not have, you may have had to rebuild time and again. You may have been really working on rebuilding self-worth, self-value, your dignity. Some of you could have had to rebuild after COVID or 9/11, and just things, okay? Just things. And I'm not trying to go too deep, but if there is something emotional coming up for you and you would like help releasing that, if you'd like to try it, I created a free 5-day EFT tapping mini course. Links are in the description or pinned at the top of the chat. You can go check it out if you'd like. It's easy. Anybody can do it from anywhere. But if there's something coming up for you, and it is, maybe it's fear. Maybe it's worry. Maybe it's the remnants of the feelings of, as I'm talking about these things that you've had to rebuild from, maybe that fear is coming up. Let's get that released. Those things should be released. It should have been released a long time ago. If you want to check it out, it's free for you. It's free. It's free. Go try it. And this would be, I don't want to say the reckoning. I don't want to say the reckoning. That sounds a little too dramatic. This is almost like you've been walking a certain way, down a certain path, moving quietly, keeping to yourself, for a while. Maybe after a divorce or a separation, loss of a loved one, something like that. I'm really getting that vibe. And what was that I channeled before I got started with the reading? Break on through to the other side. I believe that this is a breakthrough. This is time for victory. It's time for success. It's time for forward movement. and making moves. It's time to move. It's time to get going. It's time to do things. It's a time for action. The 6 of Wands and the 8 of Wands suggest that it's time to do some things. And the 8 of Wands is quick. It's fast. It's a lot happening. So here you are going down this little pathway and, doing your own thing, minding your own business. And all of a sudden, things just start happening. Opportunities left, right, and center. Things popping off. People offering you jobs, new clients, new things. Maybe even just thoughts. Like thoughts. People calling you up, calling you back. Just like, whoa, universe. Whoa. But you apparently went through something. And you may be between the ages of 35 and 48, or or something may have happened to you during those years or those ages. You could be 53 up to 53, or between 35 and 53. But apparently something did happen, and here's the miracles. Here's the blessings start coming in. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Here you are. You've just been living life, doing the thing, getting through, not being in a bad place, just not really exploring life, not really building on anything, just there doing the things, and you were okay. Not really having very many joyful moments, I don't feel. Not really laughing a whole lot or having a lot of joyful moments, but we get there sometimes. Especially if we've lost a loved one, either their transition out of our life here or to the afterlife. Either way, you've got blessings coming in. It's time. It is time. Yes, it is time. Like, you've been praying for these things. You've been putting all of this energy into manifesting. Even when you don't even think you're manifesting, you're manifesting. You're asking the universe for things. Roseanne says, moving quietly. Yeah. Taking care of you, taking care of your health and well-being, leveling up in some secret ways, maybe keeping to yourself, keeping your money and your business to yourself, and then all of a sudden the universe starts smiling on you and starts pouring these blessings into your life, and you're like, the more the blessings or the opportunities start coming in for you, popping off here and there and showing up for you, it's gonna make you smile. It's gonna make you smile, because you're gonna realize I just saw that, Mr. Rocky, and my condolences. I'm sending you my love, but that one hit. I felt that when I read that. There's something that I wanted to go deeper. I don't want to go deeper, but I haven't really spent a whole lot with my Libras. Spent a whole lot of time with my Libras. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. It is Friday night. There's a little bit of darkness here. But I can't say that it. Maybe you have, because the 5 of Cups is here, so maybe you have been in at some point in the past 3-4 years in a heavier, darker place, but for each of us, it takes us time to get clear of that, to get clear of it, to stop thinking about it all the time, to stop ruminating about it all the time, to get clear of it, to clear it out. And these are things that are going to make you happy. These are things that are going to make you smile again, more often. Because when you I just want you to, even if you don't accept any of these people that are going to be reaching out to you, calling you back, apologizing, or any of these offers or opportunities that are coming your way, instead of blocking it or cutting it off immediately, just tread thoughtfully, take it slow. Don't move too quickly on anything. Make balanced, wise decisions for yourself. Arm yourself with the knowledge before you make decisions, because you got a lot of attention coming your way. You got a lot of success coming your way too. And right now you might be in that space where you're like, this is bullshit. Okay, well, maybe this isn't your reading today. But if you're like, well, that seems fair, I wouldn't mind it. I've been doing things a certain way, and it's been thin. We've had some thin days. We've had some soup days, and it'd be nice to have a steak every now and then. Maybe it'd be nice to get a massage once a month, or at least once every 3 to 6 months. Maybe how about something luxurious how about a new set of sheets? Egyptian cotton, some luxury sheets, something. But if you're in that space where you're like, yeah, it's that'd be nice. I wouldn't mind it. I'd accept it. What you got for me, universe? Then this is more than likely your message, because things were thin for a while, or you've been hanging, I don't want to say hanging on by a thread for a while, but some of you may, financially or emotionally, but that's gone. But even though the heaviness of whatever had happened in the past, it was on a personal level, and it hurt, it hit hard, and it was heavy. But even though you may have doubts about the future, or you may not see where you're headed next, or see what the next big thing is, or maybe you just haven't even been thinking about it, thinking about the possibilities, haven't really been filled with much hope. There is some sort of stability coming in here. It could be financial. It could be a new relationship. It could be both. Because when those gates open, all sorts of things start opening for you. So you're going to be going cautiously through it, not just jumping right into making any decisions. And I think for a lot of you, you're really taking care of self, health and well-being, taking care of your finances and your careers and things like that. And when these blessings start hitting, it's going to make you smile, because a lot of you will be like, finally, I know what I want to do. Or finally, I'm seeing the benefits of what I've been doing. Or finally, all my prayers are being answered, because I have more faith now, because I spent time taking care of myself and taking care of what I needed to take care of. And as those things start flowing in, you start feeling better. You start smiling more. You start having more fun. Grounding. So stay grounded. I see you doing that. I don't see you just jumping right in. I don't see you chasing after anything. I don't see you jumping into anything. It says go deep and explore your roots. And I feel like that's what maybe you have been doing. Just taking care of you, taking care of your family, taking care of your responsibilities, and just really just going with the flow. There's a message that's a little deeper. Kind of afraid to go a little deeper on this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Fred, for best and highest good. Yeah. Okay. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. So you may have been dealing with loneliness, some depression in the past. but I'm not feeling that energy currently or moving forward. It's like it's been a gradual process of stepping out, and it may have taken you a while. Honestly, it could have taken you years to overcome some of this stuff, because we got some towers, and we've got some devil energy, and we've got some death rebirth energy, and it's okay. We are human. We feel how we feel, and you may be a very big feeler, and when things happen, I don't want to say it stunts your growth, but something apparently happened that kept you, I'm not going to say small, but it kept you at a certain level. Like, you decided to keep yourself at a certain level. You decided to keep yourself hidden, or you decided to keep yourself away from others. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you've been grieving, if you've been feeling the loss of someone or something. If you've been going through financial difficulties or relationship difficulties, if you went through a divorce, if you went through a separation, the loss of a loved one, any number of things, we're all going to react differently. And we're all going to heal differently. We're all going to recover differently. There's different levels to all of it. There's different stages. And the coolest thing here is that you didn't rush yourself. You didn't. You took yourself on your own path, doing your own thing in your own way, and it's worked for you. No, you may not have been out here partying and having fun and socializing with every damn body, but ain't nothing wrong with that. It's your healing. It's your path. It's your privacy. A lot of times we don't necessarily want to share everything that we are going through with others. And that's okay. You don't got to if you don't want to. You don't got to tell everybody every time you meet up with somebody, oh, this is the worst thing that's happened to me. Oh, this is what I've been going through. Keep pushing through. Keep doing what you're doing, knowing your worth, working on you, working hard, taking care of responsibilities, keeping it balanced, keeping it going. The universe sees all that. So during all that time, the universe knows what you're asking for. It's hearing your prayers. It's hearing your requests. It knows what you would like more of. It definitely knows what you don't want more of. So when things just start hitting and popping off and coming in, and the opportunities start flooding in, you got some decisions to make. And you will make them. You'll know what decisions to make. You will know what is right for you, what is balanced and fair for you. Because a part of this time that you've taken away to yourself, doing your own things, you've grown a lot, and you've learned or understand what self-worth and self-value is. You value your privacy. You value your money. You value what you've built and created, and you're a very supportive, warm-hearted individual. Okay, so the universe knows all that, and these blessings and these floods of opportunities, and these people calling and wanting whatever, wanting to be with you, wanting to apologize and come back. I don't know what some of these are, but there will be a few of you that will not even want to talk to some of these people coming back, and that's your choice. You will not be interested in at least one of these people. And there are some of you that are just not wanting to engage in conversation or relationship. You're going to want to keep working on whatever it is you're working on. And there are some of you that the level of success and financial abundance that's coming in is going to happen fast. The money growth here is going to happen fast. And I don't know if that's from sort of lawsuit or some sort of deals that you're signing, some sort of documents. It could even be a new job or something like that. But it's going to happen quickly. And you're going to feel so much better about yourself. You may not want to involve anybody else in that. And you don't have to. That's your choice. So let me get you, I don't know. I feel like I just want to wrap this up with a little bow, a little bow. Because there are some of you that, honestly, you may still be healing from the loss of a loved one or loss of a relationship. Take your time. When this happens, it happens. When these things start popping, they start popping. And a lot, I got to say this. Oh gosh, this is specific to someone. The universe you may feel like you've been out here by yourself or been quiet and doing your own thing. But in all actuality, the universe provided that for you so that you could get grounded and because there may have been a lot of chaos around ending of a relationship, the sale of a home, relocation, a divorce, legal issues. Oh my goodness. And of course, if there was a loss of a loved one or something like that, there could have been a lot of chaos around family stuff. That, we got to sell the house. We got to take care of the paperwork. There's a whole bunch of chaos that goes around all of that. And, switching it back over, the universe provides us with that time alone and that space away from the chaos for a reason. So that is within itself a blessing. Thank you, universe, for that space, that time that I got to create and be alone and do my healing and do my reflecting. And but the universe is like, it's time to come out because you've been in healing and reflecting mode, and by now you know that it's time to move on. You know that it's time to move on, move out, move away. You know that it's time to move into new energy. It's time to make your moves. It is time. Moon cycles. Archangel Haniel. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So within the next 30 days, I have a feeling that a lot of you are going to be making some moves and bold ass, brave, grounded, balanced decisions to make these moves is amazing. Some of you are going towards some sort of success. Some of you have a lot of success headed your way. Some of you're going to be successful in pretty much damn near anything you choose to do because it's time. Especially if you're wanting to be an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, if you're making money moves, career, college moves, that kind of stuff. We sat back, we did our time. We took the time for ourselves to ground and heal and reflect and recover. Now it's action time. And as we decide what opportunities to take, these golden opportunities are going to make you smile. And even if you don't want them, just thank the universe. Thank you, universe, for listening. Thank you, universe, for giving me these opportunities and these blessings because I deserve them. I do. And that will allow more to flow in for you when you're appreciating of the things, even if you don't want them. Appreciate the fact that they're flowing in for you because maybe at one time you did want this ex that's coming back. Maybe at one time you did want this emperor that dished you or that turned you down or wasn't interested. But now they're interested, you know? Prioritize, babies. I don't see you having a problem with that. Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. There it is. The universe knows what you need, when you need it, and when you're ready for it. Make sense? I hope so, because that's what's happening here. And when you're in alignment with it, and you're open to it, and you're ready for the information, you're ready for the decision making, you're ready. And the universe knows it. It's going to offer up these things when you're ready. And I think that right now you've been taking a slow walk down a thin or a skinny path, a narrow path for a while. And ain't nothing wrong with doing things yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with taking time to prioritize you, your health, your well-being. There's nothing wrong with taking time to reflect and recover. So, what happens is, the universe says, it is time. It is time. You can't argue with the universe, but you can always tell the universe, thanks, I'm not interested. Or, that's not exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm patient enough. I can wait for the next train. What you got, universe? Maybe maybe the first couple opportunities that fly in for you aren't necessarily what you're interested in anymore. Maybe they just don't do it for you anymore. Maybe they're not attractive to you anymore. And that's going to be wild. You get these messages from these people and you're like, hey, I ain't heard from you in a coon's age. Well, send me a picture. You look at that person's picture. I got to say this because I'm being guided to say this. Say, for instance, that ex comes back, right? That person you have history with. The one that lied or ghosted or you've been in separation from, whatever. And they come flying in and, hey, sweet thing, or hey, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. How you been? You say, great, actually. I've been doing great. Why don't you send me a recent picture? You look at that person and you seriously look at that person with an open mind. You may not even be interested in that person. You may not even be interested or connected to or attracted to that person at all. Like nothing, no vibes. You feel nothing because of what happened before or because of who you are now. You know what I mean? You get to choose either way. I'm just telling you what the universe has for you today. I hope that this helped in some way, shape, or form. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and check out my website. This looks good. And you do deserve great things. We all do. And if you're still doing some healing and you're not ready to get out there with people yet, you're not ready to socialize. You're not ready to be, socialite Susie or, whatever. You don't feel like putting together a party or hanging out with the fellas or the girls, whatever. You don't got to. But don't be alone all the time. At least get out and have coffee with or have a conversation with a friend every now and then, But I don't see that really being a problem. Maybe it has in the past. Maybe you just need a little bit more time for some of you. For others of you, like I'm saying, the solace and the solitude has been a blessing for some of you. And that's okay. Because that allows us time to work on ourselves, work on our businesses, work on our goals, work on ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, all of it. You know, spend time with our family, spend time with our kids, do the things and do the stuff. You know, it's life does not have to be chaos all the time or go, go, go to enjoy it. Some people like that sort of thing. Some people don't. Some of you may have had enough of that, and things have quieted down and been peaceful, and you're finally like, whew, okay, all right. But then the universe says you're ready for more. You're ready for action. You're ready to make some moves. You're ready to do some things. Are you ready? Because you can tell the universe, I'm not ready yet. I'm getting ready. I'd like to be ready, maybe. Maybe I just like my peace and my quiet. You get to choose. You get to choose. But congratulations for those of you that are getting new jobs and those fat stacks in your paper clips in your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all deserve it. And I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Namaste.